Welcome to Maple Ridge Chrysler. My name is Jamarly, and today I'll be showing you this 2015 Dodge Journey RT in black. This vehicle is amazing. I'm going to show you a bunch of reasons why you should be in love with it. Starting up here at the front of the vehicle, we have our quad halogen headlamps, as well as your fog lamps down there at the bottom. Your fog lamps are actually protected by plastic instead of regular glass, and instead of being kicked out by a rock on the highway, they'll actually be protected with this nice hard plastic, which is great. You're not going to worry about those. Under this hood, we have a 3.6 liter VVT Pentastar engine. This engine is amazingly powerful while still being great on the fuel economy. VVT stands for variable valve timing, which means that when your vehicle is changing elevation, your valve timing will change to reduce stress on your engine and to increase your fuel economy. Coming down here to the wheels, you'll see your beautiful 19-inch aluminum alloy rims wrapped in Toyo tires. These tires are actually filled with nitrogen, as you can tell by this green cap right here. Nitrogen stays in more equal temperature throughout the year, which actually reduces how much it leaks, so you're not going to fill them up a bunch of times, as well as it increases your fuel economy, which is always a win. Look at these brakes. This vehicle is equipped with 4-wheel ABS disc brake system, and that's going to help you a lot when you're trying to stop in a tough jam. If you look at the tread on these tires, you're going to see that it's actually pretty good tread. You don't have to replace those anytime soon. Now, coming up here to the mirrors, you'll notice that they are breakaway mirrors. These breakaway mirrors fold both to the front and to the back in the case of a minor accident. If you hit a tree moving forward or backwards, or someone hits them in a parking lot, they'll move out of the way instead of being completely broken off. I also want to point out that they are heated, as you can tell by this little sign here, which means that during the winter, in the frost and the snow, the ice is going to melt away instead of you having to scrape it off. Now, before we enter the vehicle, I just want to quickly show you the remote and the other really cool functions that it has. On the remote, there's your unlock button, your lock button, and your double press to start. So I'm just going to double press, it locks the whole entire vehicle, and then it starts up, which is really great for those winters where you just need to warm the vehicle up. As well, you can turn it off like that. Another really cool feature is that right now you can see that the door is locked. But because the remote is in proximity of the handle, I just gotta put my hand in, and there it goes. It opens. As well, I can just press this button and it locks the whole vehicle. Now let's step inside. Now that I've used proximity entry to get inside the vehicle, you will see your left and right power mirror controls, your power window controls for all the windows, and your power locks right here in the front driver's door. There's a great amount of space in the door here, as well as one of the speakers in your Alpine sound system. There's a great amount of sound in this vehicle. There's a great amount of speakers, and you're gonna be satisfied with that. Coming here to the side of the seat, I want to quickly show you that you have your front and back movement electronically, as well as you can adjust your height electronically, and you have your lumbar support, which is really great for those long road trips. You're going to get supported properly, so your back's not going to ache as much. Here, coming to the side of the vehicle, you will see your headlight controls, as well as your interior brightness display controls. For your headlights, you can actually set them on auto like it is right now and forget it. They will adjust according to the brightness of the day, and as well, they'll turn off when you turn off the vehicle, so you don't have to worry about draining your battery. Down below, we have our lever to release our hood, as well as our park brake. Now I'm just going to climb in and turn on the vehicle. One of the really great things about this vehicle is that all I have to do to start it is put my foot on the brakes and press the push start. Now, because the key is in the vehicle, it's in actually my cup holder right now, it's in proximity, and so all I have to do is push the button, and the vehicle knows that the key is inside, which is great. Now, one of the great things right now, it's actually currently showing that in my messages there is an oil change due, which is actually really useful, and I'll get to that in a second. Currently, we are looking at our vehicle speed in our center digital display, which is also showing our direction, how many kilometers this vehicle has, which is 13,868, which is great for this vehicle, and our speed and the temperature outside, of course. Now, we can quickly change that to miles per hour whenever you're crossing the border for gas or groceries. We can also go back and we can look at our fuel economy. We can also look at our trip information, our tire pressure, other vehicle information like your transmission temperature, your engine hours, your coolant temperature, your oil temperature, and more. You can also look at your messages. Now this messages area actually shows you what needs to be tuned up on your vehicle. So for right now it's saying oil changes are due. They might even alert you to service your airbags or anything like that, which is really great to keep your vehicle nice and in shape. Coming back here, you will see your voice recognition controls. This allows you to keep in contact with your family and friends with text messages and calls without taking your hands off the wheel or your eyes off the road, so you can stay legal. This controller here actually allows you to navigate that digital display. Over here you have your cruise control buttons. I already showed you our push start. And now we have our 8.4-inch Uconnect screen, which is the largest in class, which is amazing. And I'm just going to turn down the air so you can hear me a little bit better. This vehicle actually has Sirius satellite radio, which is a really awesome feature. We can also put in other mobile media devices in order to play music or whatever via disc, USB port, SD drive, auxiliary cable, or Bluetooth, as I mentioned previously. This vehicle also has heated seats, heated wheel. We can turn off the screen from this area, as well as we can turn on and off the outlet in the back. It's actually a 115 volt power outlet, which is an AC plug. We can also control our climate all from here, or the front passenger, the driver, and the rear can be in 3 different climate zones, which can all be controlled from here, but also yeah, everyone can control their own, which is great. You can pair your phone, like I mentioned, via Bluetooth, and there are further settings for customization. Here we have our climate controls, our volume and tuning, our hazard button, and our traction control. All of these vehicles are actually equipped with ears, which is an emergency response system that are built into these vehicles, that in the case of an accident, it will, when your vehicle stops, it will cut off gas going to the engine, it'll open all the doors, turn on the hazard lights, which is a really great thing, which will reduce your worry and allow more peace of mind in the case of an accident. Here we have our illuminated cup holders, our shifter right here in the center. We also have a large glove compartment. In your center console, you will see this removable shelf is great for collecting change. You have your DC plug as well as your AC, your auxiliary jack, and your USB port in a nice spacious console, which is great. Now, there's a ton more features in this vehicle. I just want to quickly show you. There's your large sunroof up above, as well as your controllers for that sunroof, your lights, your glasses holder, and now also your universal garage door opener. Now let's quickly go to the back and finish this walk around. Here in the back seat, we will notice that we have our power window control in the door, and I just want to point out the amazing leather upholstery that runs through this whole entire vehicle. It's just amazing. Here in the back headrest, we'll notice in the front row that there are active headrests. In the case of an accident, they will adjust in order to reduce the head movement and to reduce injury. We also have our seat back pocket, but we also have these really cool shopping bag hooks at the back. Whenever you go for a quick grocery run, you can be secure and sure that your groceries aren't going to roll all over the back of the car. Now, below in the floor, we also have these compartments on the floor on both sides of the vehicle that quickly open, and you can use these removable inserts as just storage or as coolers, which is great. Here in the center back, we also have your DC plug and that AC plug that I was talking about, great for plugging in your charger. Up above, we have our air conditioning controls, our climate controls right there. And we also have a 60-40 split here in the back. And so the cool thing is this headrest also comes down to be your cup holders and armrest in the center. And we can actually pull this lever and move the seats forward, and you will see your third row of seating, allowing this vehicle to actually seat 7, which is awesome. As we come out to the back, we will notice that there's an adjustable roof rack on the top of the vehicle, which is great for carrying cargo. And as I open up the trunk, I also want to point out that you have your rear view camera right there. I didn't show you on the big screen on the inside. Now here in the back seat, you will also notice your DC plug, an emergency flashlight here, some anchor hooks, some in-floor storage. And this in-floor storage also has below your jack storage, which is great. You have your speakers in the back, of course, and these seats actually fold down, which is really useful. So you pull this tab, the head will automatically fold down, and then it folds flat in order to increase your storage in the back, which is great. Does that on both sides. As well, we have your cup holder there in the center. I just want to thank you so much for doing this walkthrough of this 2015 Dodge Journey RT. This vehicle is amazing, and I hope you'll come down to Maple Ridge Chrysler to check out this vehicle or other new and used options. Remember, we have 0% financing, and we're closer than you think. Bye-bye.